Boys and girls, today we're going to be looking at how the sun, the moon, and the stars are all related. So yes, we're going to be diving into science today. Before we get started, I want to share the big question with you. We have a big question that we're going to try to answer as we go through our lessons. Our big question is, how do the sun, the moon, and the stars appear to change position in the sky? What does that mean? How do the sun, the moon, and the stars change their place in the sky? How do they change their place or their position in the sky? So I have some questions for you. Are the sun and the moon always in the same spot in the sky? Have you ever looked at the sky and seen the sun and the moon up there together? Have you ever seen the moon in the morning? In this unit, we're going to explore how the sun, the moon, and the stars change their position in the sky during the daytime and during the nighttime. So we're going to start by reading some text from a book called The Mysterious Movement of the Moon. The Mysterious Movement of the Moon. It is early in the morning on a school day. Lynn sits at the kitchen table. It's still dark outside and he is tired. It's hard to wake up in these dark, cold mornings. Sleepily, Lynn looks out the kitchen window. The sky is just beginning to brighten. Lynn can see the moon. It's morning, Lynn thinks. Why is it still dark? And why is the moon still in the sky? Have you ever woken up for school in the morning and thought it's still pretty dark outside? Yeah, that's happened to me too. So look at this picture in this page. What do you notice about the sky in the picture? So back here we have the sky. What do you notice about the sky? What's the sun doing in this picture? Look at the picture. Where's the sun and what is the sun doing? Just before dinner that evening, Lynn walks his dog Luna. The sun is setting. Setting means it's coming down. It's starting to get dark outside. Lynn again notices the moon in the sky, but it's in a different place. Again, he wonders why the moon is visible when it is not yet night. He thought the moon only came out at night. The appearance of the sky is changing all the time. Have you ever thought that? I remember when I was little, I saw the moon in the sky and it confused me too. I thought, wait a minute, I thought the moon only came out at nighttime. The sun is for the day, the moon is for the night. That's what I thought. But Lynn is seeing something different. When he sits down to dinner, Lynn looks for the moon through the kitchen window, but the moon is not there. Lynn saw the moon when he walked Luna just a few minutes ago. He knows it's in the sky, so why can't he see it through the window, like he could at breakfast this morning? He knows he saw the moon this morning when he was sitting in the same spot. He was looking through the same window, but now he can't see the moon. Why? What does the sky look like now? Why do you think Lynn can't see the moon anymore? He was able to see it in the morning, and he's sitting in the same spot. So why can't he see the moon now? Before we can answer this big question, remember our big question is, how do the sun, the moon, and the stars appear to change position in the sky? So how do the moon, the sun, and the stars seem to move around in the sky? Before we can answer the big question, we need to be able to describe the difference between day and night. So remember I told you, wait a minute, I thought daytime was for the sun and nighttime was for the moon. That's how I always thought of day and night. But if that's wrong, then really what makes daytime and what makes nighttime? Can the moon and the sun be out together? What do we call that? Day nighttime? What happens? So we're going to take a look at a model here to help us describe what's happening. There's a lot going on here, isn't there, boys and girls? So we're going to ignore this half of the page. I want your eyes to focus just right here. Okay, I'll let you look elsewhere right now, but I want your eyes to focus right here. Do you see this spinning? This is Earth. Remember when we traveled Earth? When we traveled the world? So the Earth is spinning, spinning, spinning. In one day, our Earth spins one full circle. In one day, it makes one full turn. And right now, you're going to see a little man coming up right here. And I put him to show us where we live. We live right here, about where this little man is right here standing. That's about where we live. Now this world of ours is spinning very slowly, so slowly that it takes a whole day for it to turn all the way around. And I want you to pay attention to these arrows. These arrows show us where the sun is. Do you see that little star all the way over there? That is the sun. So the sun is sending off all of its light this way. So you see where the arrows are pointing, that's where the sun is hitting. That's where the sun is hitting. All of its light is going here. So when it is daytime for us, then we are facing, or we are in this part of the earth where the sun is hitting. I'll wait for the little man to come back around for us. He's coming around. Our little man is coming around. Wait for him. So right now it would be daytime in Africa, right here, because the sun is hitting it with its rays. Okay, so, we're coming. Look at. So now we live right here and the sun is hitting us. So it's daytime because the sun is giving us its light. This is daytime. The sun is giving us its light. But look at our little man is moving because we're constantly spinning. So what happens when we get to this side of the yellow line where the sun is not hitting us anymore? Well, let's turn it around. Do you see any more of the sun's rays? No, there's no more light. It's dark. So that's what happens during nighttime. During nighttime, it means we spin onto the side where the sun is not hitting us. So over here, when we're on this side, it's daytime. But because the earth is always spinning, Look at us, we're right here. We're still in daytime. Daytime, daytime, daytime. And then it starts getting darker, darker, darker until it goes nighttime. Because there's no more sunlight to hit our part of the earth. So while we're in nighttime, they're in daytime over here. So what I want you to remember today, I want you to remember that the sun's light can be seen during the daytime, but the sun's light cannot be seen during the nighttime. Okay? That's all we're going to talk about today. Tomorrow we'll talk about the moon. So what happens during the daytime? During the daytime we get all of the sun's light. And during nighttime, it means we're facing the side that's dark, that's not getting any sunlight. And that's why it's nighttime. That's why there's no light. For your homework today, you're going to get a paper that looks like this. Uh-oh, where'd you go? It says the sun. Write the words day or night to complete the sentence. We see the sun's light during the... When do we see the sun's light? During the day or the night? We do not see the sun's light during the day or night. You're going to write it here. Then it says, draw and color a picture of the sun during the daytime. So I want you to draw me a picture of what happens to us during daytime. What happens to us during daytime when, what does the sun do during daytime? Okay, so I want you to draw me a picture about that. You can find this picture on Canvas, or you have two options of turning it in today, okay? You can do it on Canvas, or you can do it on your science packet that I sent home a long time ago. I think it was in your January packet or your December packet. It looked like this. So if you open that packet, it had a little poem. Then it had this little house. And then on the back side of the little house, you had the page with the sun, the one that's on Canvas. So you can, if you can find this packet, you can do it on paper. If you can't find the packet, don't worry. I'll post it on Canvas. Okay? That's all for today. Tomorrow we'll be talking a little bit more about the moon.